Your life is just boring. You're Tessa Hubbard, just a student. It's the summer of 2020. You're 18 years old. If you finished your freshman year of college, which, to tell you the truth, you like a lot better than the fast track, you're looking forward to going back to college. Your relationship with your parents is terrible. You prefer long walks alone, and your mother hyper parents you as if you were no more than 6 years old. This causes a lot of conflicts that are difficult for both of you to understand. Socially, you don't stand out. At school, you just study, practically avoiding all the kids around you, which surprisingly didn't cause you any problems. College was easier for you as if because there are more morally mature people around you. More morally mature. The only thing you're lucky to have is your body, a nice sweet face, beautiful curly hair, and a figure that you take such good care of. You possess rather large C-cup breasts, which does not leave many guys indifferent when looking at you. Below is a beautiful waist, which smoothly transitions to equally beautiful athletic thighs. You could be described as a dream of a guy for looking for a victim to abuse. A beautiful girl who is almost incapable of socializing with people. She doesn't consider her worthy of it. Certainly not out of pride, more out of fear. Welcome to the world's celestial intervention. I will let you take part in making history. Player. We hope you won't let me down. Listen to some tips to help you have a better gameplay. First and foremost, don't forget about saving. As far as seeing every possible way of progress through the story, so it's highly advised to save at critical points that seem interesting to you. In the intro, before unlocking the RPG elements, you can save before any choice. As the story progresses, RPG elements will appear in the game, so I strongly advise against using save editors, cheat bases, and other ways to change things up. I can't guarantee good gameplay in case of cheating. Just another day in your life. Summer of 2020, in which you're welcoming just like any summer in the past. Over to the center of your city, you enjoy the usual fresh air, when that plays so gently with the exposed parts of your body. Meet your thoughts by turning down one of the big roads to the center. There are a bunch of tall buildings around, which almost completely block the view of the sunset seeing off the day. You should take fewer walks all day. You didn't even know the day was over. You hear your phone ringing. Stop and pull your wicker bag off your shoulder, from which you take out the ringing device to answer the call. Hey, Tessa, where are you? Been waiting for you for an hour. Not for over an hour, but for an hour. I promise you take me back for lunch. The food's already cold, dummy. The phone comes to the loud scream of Tessa's mother. And she's screaming. She's clearly unhappy that her daughter is constantly disappearing on long walks without warning absolutely anyone about it. Alright. No, don't want to listen to the yelling tonight. That's what I'm gonna do. Meanwhile, I'll be home soon. Waiting for you, Tessa. I'm waiting. The food is waiting, and I'm waiting. In the call, I immediately turned off the phone and placed it in my wicker bag. Not at all wanting to face the cursed screams this evening, I decided to continue my walk until it's late at night and my mother is asleep. So I come back and rest easy. Yeah, I'll be home. La la la. I mockingly repeat. Walking through the streets, I reach a rural intersection. I stop at the red light, waiting for the green light to turn on, and only then start walking, determined to not look around me. Celestial intervention? Whatever that means. I mean, that's the name of this game, I guess. What I mean? In the break of instructions, Celestial puts all their strength into interfering with my destiny. And then the star flashes in the sky, seen far too well for a summer evening sunset. An untraceable pulse of energy emanating from the star caused the driver of one of the cars to lose control of his body. My ears are pierced by a loud screech of the tires of a car coming full speed toward me crossing the road. Blinks. Moments later, I found myself hit by a car, a sedan with slightly worn windows. 20-year-old man behind the wheel looks like a dead man who's somehow still in control of his actions. Are you dead, or are you? You're hostage to a whole new state that no human being has ever been in before. You feel a divine presence, a feeling that grows stronger by the second. You fall to the ground, having previously flown slightly after being hit by a car. Ears closed, eyes closed, but you're not hurt. You feel yourself leaving your body, but you're in no pain at all. Is that? Are you dying? Are you still alive? Is this just a dream? You feel like you're finally leaving your body. You absolutely have no sense of the world around you. Okay. Greetings. Losing consciousness for a second, you wake up in a completely new place. A place you've not seen in books, movies, TV series, a whole new place. The realm of the gods. You don't feel anything. You don't feel your body, which remains in your reality. You don't feel the pain of being hit by a car. You don't feel time. You hardly think in this place. The only thing you can feel right now is divine presence. You're an atheist who can almost feel the touch of God on you right now. Welcome to the realm of the gods, Tessa. My name is Hardrig. Don't have time to realize what's happening. Finding the strength only to focus on the voice in my head. Tessa, you're lucky to be in front of me. Your body is physically dead, but I saved your spirit. So then in return, Tessa, I need your will, your courage, and your soul to save all of our realm, and your reality too. You're still in shock. You could hear a voice in your head that speaks to you, but you mentally disagree with it. You just don't believe it to be true. You don't want to believe what he said about your body dying. A complete emptiness pervades your head. An instant you feel only silence. Silence and emptiness, just a void. Over time, the void filled ripples. Your mind ripples as it compared to a headache. A brand new feeling you weren't ready to experience for yourself. Your figure in front of you. This creature remotely resembling a human being, comparable in size to the solar system you used to visualize in your head in astrology classes. The only thing that strongly distinguishes a figure from a person is what it's made of. Lots of blouse energy that seem to look to you like the souls of beings the creature may have absorbed. Their high stands just in front of you. Guess we'll do the introduction to the story, because I'm pretty sure that's important. Who is the Third High? Third High, the strong deity of the realm of the gods and one of the strongest beings in the entire existing world. The only one of the highest to have survived. One of the three deities behind the creation of the realm of the gods, haven for all deities who wish to live in peace and develop their own realms. History loses track of the exact days when this happened, but one day a large, dark, scarlet dragon named Belskator decided to disrupt the order and attack the realm of the gods from within. Belskator's actions had huge consequences for everything in existence, including the deaths of the other two highest. By the hands of Third High, Belskator's soul was forever imprisoned in that amber prison. That mountain on the continent unknown to anyone, a planet unknown to anyone, and the system unknown to anyone. Let's back to the story. You're not ready to talk to my assistant yet, Tessa. We'll get there, my dear. You hear a voice that is extremely well adapted to your ears. Third High's voice is perfectly familiar to you, as if every person in your reality has spoken to the exact same voice. Having almost gathered your thoughts, you're about to say something, but before you can do so, Third High interrupts you. Your whole world is in danger. We've lost control of a brave monster that is able to destroy us. All I can do is freeze the realm of the gods completely, suspending all life here, on your land, and everywhere else. What can I do? Finally, you're answering something. You have absolutely no idea why you were chosen to play this role. You're a remarkable girl who just lived her life and now you saved the world? As if reading your mind, Third High replies, believe me, you were chosen for a reason, but unfortunately I can't tell you why. I don't want anyone to overhear it. Right now, okay. Right now, you have to agree. You help us save the world or bring life back to your body. Y'all can pick whichever option y'all want to do, but I would like to come back the last Sunday. I agree. I hope I can actually come back to life someday. The decision there. Absolutely correct. Now let me get ready. After his words, the high starts to quickly move around as if collecting something. You watch it without asking any questions, just waiting for answers that you may never get. At one point, third high freezes in place, spreading his arms to the sides. He begins to emit blobs of energy from his body, slowly becoming smaller and smaller than his original size. When third high is finally half the size as it was before, his body is faced with a passage to a new realm, which he invites you to pass through. Be kind. Get through before it collapses, otherwise nothing can be saved. Well, what? Without having time to ask about what exactly you'll need to do, once you are in a new place, you find yourself inside a passage that moves you at great speed to another completely new place. Okay, I guess we are here. You find yourself on the street. Sound good, but this is the street to a completely unknown city. The architecture around is very similar to the architecture of the Middle Ages you're used to. People are also dressed in a similar way. Now you're an exception to the crowd. For the first time in your life, you're not just a piece of a mechanism that works, but an absolutely exceptional person. Your clothes are very inconspicuous. A burgundy short t-shirt that reveals your belly and a black skirt with tights. An outfit that probably no one on the street has ever seen in their lives. Finally, your appearance attracts the attention of the guards. Your gaze notices two soldiers clad in plate armor. One of them holds a halberd in his hands, and the other rests his hands on the sides. You also notice that their gaze is directed at you, and they themselves are slowly moving towards you. The voice in your head is telling you to run, but what if there are other guards around? I don't know. Where will we run to? Maybe stand still? If not, we can always go back. Not understanding why, I remain standing still. Standing straight, I look in the direction of the guards. It's getting closer and closer to me with every second. After a short time, both guards stand in front of me. Their armor is flat, completely covering the body. There are no bracers on their hands and their heads. Don't wear a helmet. Another one of the guards, I can see a sword sparkling in the light. Good morning, bimbo. Where are you from? Do you live in Cushion? The rush treatment from the guards upsets me. A lot of emotions about the unknown still bursting my body. To this is added of open anger, which I'm not at all used to. What says the guard? Let's not be aggressive off rip, because they have swords and we don't. Actually, I don't even know how I got here at all. Then you'll have to come with us, bimbo. Okay, to the guard. Try to take a more chill approach. Yeah. Yeah, sure. In fact, without confidence in my voice, I agreed to the request of the guards. Breathing heavily and almost trembling in my arms, slowly follow the guards, constantly glancing at their weapons, which convinces me to keep following them. Where are we going? We'll go to a heart in which, whatever that is. What is this? Where is it? Seaport. From there, we'll sail to the royal pigeon, and there we'll already decide who you are and what to do with you, bimbo. Jail? You know the jail is no place. No, it'll be a tragedy. We'll be able to survive there. We'll see how this plays out. Can't escape, had no choice, only to accept. Moving on, we finally come to the city gates, which were on the other side of it. All the way, I watched strange looks on my figure, which gave me even more negative emotions. We're in place. Stay here. Not waiting for my answer, one of the guards leaves somewhere. Second guard, who has been holding his halberd in his hands all this time, remains standing next to me. I didn't have thoughts of escaping in my head. I understand that I will immediately get the terror in my body. This expectation becomes especially terrible when I realize how terrible the situation I'm in. It just took me to a medieval city to life which I'm not adapted. Finally, the guard returns. In his hand, he holds shackles for legs and arms, which immediately holds out in my direction. Put yourself in here, bitch. That's insane. Realizing I have no ability to resist, I immediately stretch my hands forward, allowing me to fasten the shackles on them. My hands are bound together by strong metal shackles. Hand moves are extremely uncomfortable. It's wild. Not a slut. Shut your trash can, whore. My trash can seems to be in my mouth. Situation, one guard leans down, hooks the shackles on my legs, tightening them more than it was with my hands. Now my limbs are in bondage, allowing me to only move slowly. Unfortunately, the sequel is not available in the current version of the game. All the news content is supposed to be added in 0.2 alpha. Move you to the beginning of this line. Huh. Dang. Not understanding why I remain standing still, sitting straight. I look in the direction of the guard, but it's getting closer and closer. A second. Oh, so we don't get to go all the way with that option. But what we can do with the load. Actually, no. We have to go to the first one. Load there. Almost. Run away from the guards and see how that works out. A few seconds, I stand in my seat, fighting off the idea of running away, but as soon as the guards get too close, I run out of my place, then run ahead of myself, trying to get away from the guards in heavy armor. Well, if you run to the alleys, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get stuck somewhere. We'll save still, just in case we're wrong. You sense you running along the street, all around you in the same old houses, built in a very human-like medieval style. One more minute, the minute you've been running relentlessly, people around you don't even pay attention to you. Only some of them shout something resembling displeased exclamations. Turn my head back and notice that when no one else is running after me, yes, the guards had definitely lost me, and I finally stopped. Sitting in the middle of the big street, I finally realized how exhausted I am from this run. My heart is pounding out of my chest and I'm short of air, even after a few deep breaths. And I wanted to stop in my place, more out of fear than the guards still following me. I started walking forward. So I had to walk forward slowly and still breathing hard, trying not to fall to the ground. I look around, I notice that most of the street crowd doesn't care about me at all. As I walk further and further forward, I realize I just can't stay on the street. I stand out too much from the crowd around me. It's impossible. This is the worst thing that could have happened, and I don't even know why I was sitting here. I walk further down the same street and notice an alley that I can curl into. Finding myself in the alley between many tall houses, which in a moment are striking in size, despite the fact that the tallest building contains only 5 floors. I look around and even glance back to make sure no one decided to enter the alley right behind me. I notice an old, dilapidated building that looks like it's uninhabited. Uninhabited? Guess we'll go inside. I sat beside a building that looked abandoned to me. It's not a pretty picture before my eyes. Dirty rooms, some of which have collapsed as a result of the passage of time. Looking around, I don't notice anything. I guess no one lives here. At least that's what it looks like to me. Despite the unpleasant smell of the old wooden floor, the place seems safe for me to stay here, at least until I find another one. I finished looking around the house. I stopped in the bedroom, where I noticed a large double bed. The bed linen wasn't even stolen, but I didn't even have to ask about cleanliness. It was old and dirty, hopefully at least warm. A few moments before I decided to lie down in the bed, and put the smell and not most pleasant tactical sensations don't deter me from it at all. I'm well aware that I have no other options. Right now, this is the only way I can rest. I do need a rest. Can't accurately estimate time in this world, but in my reality, I was finishing up the evening. I was about to go home to bed. Shame that rest is only available in such a rural place. Getting as comfortable as possible, I closed my eyes, still with my heart still beating slightly out of my rhythm from the run. Finally get some rest, despite the excitement in my body, and fall asleep pretty quickly. I'm asleep. Namely, I fell asleep. It all felt like it was already a dream, but now I see an absolute black void in front of me, and nothing else. Void. Suddenly black takes on more color. I see the same black void in front of me, but something appears in it. Very bright. Something that reminds me of energy. A fountain of energy. I want to scream and wake up, thinking it's just a continuation of the nightmare that I've been having for about an hour now. Something interrupts my thoughts in time to temporarily lock me in my dream. Hey Tessa, it's me, Hardrick. Hope you remember me. I hear again the voice inside my mind that I heard before. First of all, Tessa, I want to warn you that your actions are causing more trouble than good. For now, your job was just to find shelter and get back to me. Instead of finding shelter, you found danger. You're awfully lucky I have the power to control the minds of the people in this reality, but you are very close to death. In the future, I'll ask you to try not to die. I don't know how much longer I can help you directly, but if you die, everything dies. I realized that the building I decided to spend the night in, it was inhabited. Looks like some homeless people was living in it. The guys I was saying would wake up again. Yeah, you're right. It was better who lived in this house, but you were lucky that the religionists executed him before he saw you. But now you can stay in the building until someone else wants to move in. It's all cool, but what's my mission? What do I have to do? Good girl. That's what I brought you here for. What you see before you now is called the Fountain of Souls. It is the greatest place in all of existence. A place that an escaped prisoner, a dragon named Felskator, wants to take control of. The only stopping him is the power of all the realms in existence, which only exists to prevent those who can from approaching the Fountain of Souls from doing so. This fountain is a prison for all souls who deserve eternal punishment and service. This fountain is the source of all the energy and power available to anyone. Felskator's soul was to go to the Fountain of Souls, but the assembly of the gods decided it was too dangerous. If he had sent his soul to the Fountain of Souls, he would have free access to it. Therefore, we imprisoned Felskator's soul inside an eternal amber prison from which he could never escape. Unfortunately, the desire of some rulers to enrich themselves led to the amber prison being discovered by the people you saw before you fell asleep. Not a ruler of every country on this planet is trying to keep up in the race of their own making. The gathering forces, explorers, and miners to start mining this amber. In your reality, it's already happened. It dug up enough amber for a Felskator's soul to escape from the prison. Right now, your goal remains to stop it. You have to find a way to stop this race for amber. You have to find a way to keep the amber prison intact. I doubt I have time to reply anything as the emptiness in front of my eyes disappears. And soon I see the same room where I fell asleep, but it feels slightly like a dozen hours have passed, and the smell of the air is slightly different. Chelsea realized she can't just stay in this house anyway and wait for something. She realized she needs to move forward. The only thing Tessa still doesn't understand is how she will complete the mission that their highest entrusted to her. How she stopped amber mining in a world where she is literally a nobody. These problems will be left for later. Welcome to Abia. Alright. Welcome to the world of celestial intervention. The game is still under development and is currently in its first alpha build variations. Many features are still not available. Some features may not work properly, but development never stands still. I recommend that you familiarize yourself with the data available to you in the index menu, which will appear as soon as we are done. Dear player, familiarize yourself with the data regarding the role-playing component of the game and data relates to the game world. Despite the limitations of the game engine, the game moves towards an immersive simulation of an alien character's life in a world new to her. Enjoy the game, dear player. I hope you enjoy the game I make with my heart. Welcome to the Character Appearance Customization Guide. The game has an inventory in which you can use items. Among other things, you can fully customize the appearance of your character. The clothes currently available to you or display in your inventory in a list of all available items. The wear button will allow you to put a specific item of clothing on your character. The strip button will remove it, leaving the occupied clothing slot free. You have 0 coins, FAQ clothing statuses. In addition to the game, the game handles a detailed clothing status system that includes clothing style, body bareness, and other factors that can affect gameplay. You can open the clothing statuses customization menu by clicking on the button at the bottom of your inventory, located right after your money. Vulgar Bear Chest Bear ass. Okay. Occasionally, the game will activate statuses on its own, but in most situations, the control of this feature is left in the hands of the player. A lot of the mechanics of the game have to do with your clothing statuses. Please take this seriously and update them when you think you need to. Pay attention to the descriptions of the items your character is wearing. You read the clues in them that this item of clothing, for example, looks vulgar. Also, I strongly urge you to not cheat at this point. Unfortunately, my coding skills do not allow me to quickly generate a script that will independently track each status. I want to start expanding this game with story and new context when it's possible, so I had to leave it like that. Okay, Tessa looks out the window, view of which is a street full of some various shops, stores, and other places that sell something or someone to people. She assumes the shopping street or even the shopping center of the place where she is now. She decided that in a large crowd of visitors and shoppers, her appearance would not be so unusual. Play more so on my own when it's more fully developed to see. But if y'all like this game and y'all want to play it for yourselves, of course everything will be in the description below for y'all to do that and read more of the oral version, anal version. Life is ordinary, no pain, not aroused, so we're rested. Yeah, if this game intrigues you, of course, like I said, everything will be in the description. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you like this video, of course, don't hesitate to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'll say it one more time because we reached this stopping point. And yeah, so hopefully I had a good day, a good yesterday, and better tomorrow. And I will catch you all in the next video.